What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's doing okay. I just got back from Apt Electronics and I got the Wolf Windsor 5-piece watch box, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing video for you guys today. So it's a little opened already as it is, but that's okay. I just wanted to, when I got there, I just wanted to make sure that what I was buying was what I was seeing online first. So they opened it, but they put everything back on, so it should be fine. Here's just a protective cover. I'll put it on the floor. I don't think that's too necessary to see. Here's the box itself. One second. I gotta do this kind of standing up. So. Okay. Cool. Nothing crazy in here. Just a box. Hold on. It says on it, you can see that, can you? Yeah, kind of. Not really. Well, anyways, it shows a big H, and then it says Heritage by Wolf. So that's pretty much all it says. Nothing on the back, nothing on the front, and nothing on the sides. I'm not sure if all of them are going to look like that. And it's wrapped in wrapping paper, and it says Wolf on it. What else does it say? Can't read that. One second. Here's the watch box. It says, I think it says Wolf, and I think it says established in 1834. So it's kind of hard to see that, but it says it. You can kind of see that. But yeah. And then here it is. Pretty cool. Comes with a lock and key. Yeah. Little paper on top. Let's back this up a little bit. Let me just see what we're looking at here. I'll lower the camera a little bit. Hope it doesn't fall. Or maybe it's gonna fall. Hold on. Is that gonna fall? Doesn't seem like it's gonna fall. I think it's good. All right. Here it is. Comes with this card. Here's the key. Here first, let's just take this out. This is the warranty. 2-year limited warranty. No need to read all of this. Your Wolf purchase is guaranteed genuine when this hologram is attached. And, there it is. There's this card here. Maybe I should read this. All right, this is a lot, but I'll try to read it. Can you see that? I'll just read it. For over 185 years, we have been dedicated to honoring your stories and the jewelry and timepieces you have entrusted to us. Philip Wolf, the first, my great-great-grandfather, began crafting fine leather jewel cases in 1834. It is with the same care and attention to detail that our 4 following generations have continued to produce quality leather cases. We began this craft in Hanau, Germany. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And soon thereafter immigrated to Malmö, Sweden. After almost 100 years in Sweden, we moved to London, trading cold for rain, creating the perfect environment for an elevation of creativity. We hope that you will appreciate the pride in designs and craftsmanship that goes into every piece we create. Thank you for letting us be a part in protecting your legacy. Simon Wolf. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, so these are just to help. You're not supposed to do anything with this. It's just to help keep this, I don't know, clean, fresh, that kind of idea, I'm guessing. You know, feel free to comment what those really do. I'm not exactly certain. Do they all have this on it? That's kind of cool. No, they don't. They don't. I don't know what this is. This is pretty cool, though. Oh, that's for the USB, I think. That's my guess. Because on the back of this, put this in there. Close it nicely. I believe that's a USB. I know that sounds crazy. I do believe that's USB. If it's not, hey, I'm wrong. No problem. Feel free to comment. Tell me what that is. Here we go. Let's open it again. And then I've got some watches here. 1 second. So, gotta open this display case. I was putting my watches in a display case before. And 1 second. Let me pick up the camera. It was all in here. They were all in here. So the watches were lined up there. This is a U.S. pin emblem from the Korean War. My grandfather, John Peter Tampus, we called him Papu, was in the Air Force. That means a lot to me. The watches mean a lot to me. This is a authenticity guarantee statement from a watchmaker, and then those are my business cards. So that's where I was putting my watches before. But I figured, you know what? Maybe I should get a watch box. It's going to have a lock on it, a little more secure. It makes me feel more comfortable. So why not, you know? Okay, so right here, let's do it one at a time. This is my Rolex. This is the #1 watch in my collection. It is the Oyster Perpetual Date. You've seen this before if you've watched my videos. Pretty cool. But let's try to put this on here. I'm not exactly certain how this is going to go. I might leave that middle piece alone and just do these two first or whatever. You know, I've used a watch winder. I have one right next to me, and I've put this on there, and it winds. It works. It stays on the cushion. But let's try this out. Oops. How would I do that? You know what? I have an idea. Let me put this on first. Maybe then it'll be easier. I don't know. Whoops. This is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Let's try this again. Yeah, this isn't... Maybe if I squeeze it? Not quite. Can't put it on sideways. I know that much. If I put it up here. Put it down. I want to break the watch. Let's try a different one for now. Kind of don't want to break my Rolex. That'd be stupid. All right, here's the Seiko. Day date. All right, that one's on. So this one's good. I'd say. I'd argue. We can do it even tighter. Sure, let's do it even tighter. Hold on. Maybe we don't have to. Maybe I should do it a little tighter. Let's be honest. Sorry for making this a little more complicated than it needs to be. I am new to watch boxes. This is the first one I've ever owned. So give me a shot. I'm going to put it like to the third setting. Just a little tighter. Now let's try to put this on. Maybe it's too tight again. Yeah, I think it's too tight again. Maybe not. Wow, I could have done even tighter. Man, maybe I should just take it off and then do it with it instead of doing what I've been doing. Or do that. There we go. Now that's pretty tight, right? Could do it even tighter, I guess. Like, is that better? Let's see. I mean, this looks like it's pretty on there now. That looks a lot better. That looks like it's how it's supposed to be. So if I close this, let's see what happens. Do it nicely. Obviously, I want to break my watch. And it closes. So there it is. And then I could lock it. So we got that one down. So this one is going to be harder, and that one's going to be harder. So this is my tag Aqua Racer. I mean, worst comes to worst, you know what I could do was just put this in here and then close the box without the cushion. I mean, the point of it is that it's a display case and it holds the watch and it locks. So I really don't really need this cushion, I guess you could say. I might do that with the Rolex. I might just say, screw it, this isn't going to work. See, this works perfectly, though. So that's perfect. That was perfect. I had no problems with that one. Let's try this Rolex one more time. This has got to work somehow. I'm surprised it hasn't been working. What? It works? What was I doing? Dude, I have no idea how this works now, and it didn't work before. What was I doing wrong? Was it backwards? Was I holding the watch the wrong way? Is it the cushion? Was that one works for that? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. But, these all look pretty secure and in there. Let's try to close this nicely, of course. There's a Rolex in there. Yeah, it closes perfectly. And then here's what it looks like. Pretty cool if you ask me. I got this key here. Probably the last thing I'm going to show you is this key. Trying to take it out nicely. There we go. Hold on. There we go. This is the key. I don't know what that says. Heritage. It says Heritage. All right. And then on this way, it says by Wolf. I believe that says by Wolf. Maybe it doesn't say by Wolf. It does, right? Yeah, it says by Wolf. And then you would lock it. Now, I don't know if I should lock this. Should I try to lock it? I wonder. Because then I can't get any of my watches back if I can't unlock it. But that's the point. So you know what? Let's lock it. Let's take a risk here. Maybe it's for the better good for myself. Put that in there like that, I assume. Nope, wrong way, I guess. Yep. And then you do it to the right, to the left, to the left. There we go. Should be locked. There. Now does it open? That's the question. It does not open. I am pulling, and it is not opening. So this works. So this is safe. It's not able to be opened at the moment unless you have the key. Very cool. Now let's try to open it. Hopefully it opens, because that was stupid of me if it doesn't. You put that in there, and then same way, I'm guessing. No, right. Right. Okay. So then there's that, and then you take it out. There it is. And does it open? It opens. Voila. Very cool. So yeah, that covers everything, I'd say. Hold on. Is it closed? Yeah, it's closed. All right. I hope this, was intriguing for you guys. I hope this helps you guys understand what I just bought. Maybe you want to buy it now. Maybe you don't. Maybe you didn't like what you saw. Feel free to comment. Feel free to tell me what's up. I hope everyone liked this video. Have a great day. Thank you.